Before looking at the readings of the day, I'd like to say a word about St. Dominic, whose memorial we commemorate, and wish a happy feast day to all Dominican brothers, priests, sisters, and associates who celebrate. St. Dominic founded the Dominicans as a mendicant community, meaning that they strove to live simply, close to the poor, and with very few, if any, possessions. Dominic was also a contemporary of another mendicant founder, St. Francis of Assisi. It is said that they met each other at least once, and that Dominic said to Francis, "You are my companion and must walk with me, for if we hold together, no earthly power can withstand us." Those were loving words spoken with a deep understanding of how God works best when we companion each other on our journey and collaborate in the sharing of the gospel and the building up of God's reign. It's sound advice for those who minister in our churches, both clergy and laity, and also for life. Let's pray that we will always find ways to embrace this sound guidance from St. Dominic, a theological doctor of our church. Now, the readings today reflect a very similar sentiment. They are reminders to hold together in the work of God, even when it's difficult. The reading from the prophet Habakkuk portrays a desperate prophet, someone who's seeing terrible injustice being perpetrated in Jerusalem, which scholars say is likely where Habakkuk preached. And he wonders how long God will wait before making things better. We can relate to his concerns. He reminds us that he is standing at the guard post, proverbially watching for God's appearance to rescue the people from those who are harming them. And his persistence in asking God these difficult questions is rewarded. God does speak and says, "You may not see it right away, but justice is coming." Write the vision down in big, bold letters so that it can be seen. Hold together in that vision. Act with wisdom and care. It won't be stopped. It will have its time. What an important message for us in these difficult days of pandemic and deep concern for racial justice. The vision has its time. And with God, the right time is always now. Let us be inspired to act as God invites us. The gospel provides the same message. Jesus offers perspective to his disciples when they aren't successful in driving out a demon that is possessing a person. He is able to drive it out because he is full of that vision of God which Habakkuk talked about. He is, in fact, the very presence of God and the change agent for God's reign. He reminds his disciples and us that the faith we need to bring the vision to reality is minuscule, a tiny mustard seed. With that one seed of faith, we can create a whole new landscape. So let us hold together in the faith of God's vision, which inspired Habakkuk, which was fulfilled in the full life of Jesus Christ, which inspired St. Dominic, and is now in our hands. God give you peace.